loved him.
How did I forget about Franklin?
Victoria, what kind of Kindle is this? Drop it in the comments below.
As long as I can convince you that I know what I'm talking about, I don't have to actually know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Hence the podcast.
Unfortunately, that took me way too long to register what you said.
Welcome back, listeners, watchers, readers of all kind. Welcome back to the Unfinished TBR. If this is your first time with us, welcome for the first time. I'm Hannah.
I'm Casey.
And we are having a discussion today about e-readers. Yes, all three of us actually. We typically have a third, Allie. She is not here with us this time, but we all have different versions of e-readers, and we're going to talk about them today because the reason I wanted to have this discussion is because I have a coworker at my new job who, after being in that job for a few weeks, she was like, "What is that?" and pointed to my Kindle. And I got to talking to her about it. She ended up getting one.
Wow.
And I was like, we could potentially influence some more people to buy some e-readers. But not just, I've got more than just Kindle to talk about. I don't know if you had other e-readers in mind, but we're going like back into the past.
No.
We're going into what's current, and we're going into comparable devices for people who don't want to spend the Kindle money.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe this isn't going where I thought it was headed for a second.
Oh.
I was worried Wattpad was coming up.
Oh, no. That's different. That's an app.
You said into the past, and I was like, how far are we talking? Are we just going to be on a computer listening to or reading that?
No, that is an app, which we will.
So we are specifying those are different.
Yes.
Well,
Maybe
Kindle's an app.
It is on the phone, but it's also like a brand of e-reader. So it's all about
It is
brands.
called an actual Kindle. Mm.
Yes.
I'm having to like level it with the light to see it say Kindle.
So you can pretend that it's not a Kindle.
Yeah, if I put my thumb right here, that's not a Kindle. It says nothing.
Yeah. Which is what we're going to get into today. So, all right. So I did my research. So, which consisted of going onto Amazon and just typing in e-reader.
Well, that's more research than I did. So.
And I did not realize how many brands of e-readers there were.
Really?
I'm dead serious. Look at this list.
Oh my gosh.
There's Kindle, obviously. Nook.
I've heard of Nook.
Yes. Yeah. There's which we'll get into. There's Leapfrog for the kids.
Yes. Love a Leapfrog.
But also there's MeBook, Pocketbook. How clever is that? Some of these I'm not going to pronounce correctly. I'm going ahead and letting you know. Make fun of me in the comments down below. Freedom.
Like freedom. I don't even know what that would be a combination of.
It's not spelled correctly, but
Freedom?
That's what it looks like. Pritom. Freedom.
Priton?
But it's M.
Pritom.
Maybe.
Pritom?
We're not fancy enough for this.
No.
We're too southern for that.
I'm redneck. That's Priton.
Exactly. And then there's Kobo. Books. Boox. Also clever. Heizoki, which I'm assuming is some kind of like Asian. That's kind of how it sounds to me, at least.
Yeah, maybe.
Musnap.
That sounds too much like Mucinex.
Or maybe it's Musnap, Musnap. That's one of the ones we're going to go into. Sanpyl, Sanpyl. I'm telling you, there's some weird ones here, dude. iFlyTech.
I feel like a lot of these are puns that are going over my head.
Yeah, it's entirely possible for me as well. Genia Tech, which we'll get into. And then there's like quite a bit whenever you look on Amazon and just pull up devices. It's crazy.
Yeah.
The amount that I didn't even realize was a thing, because obviously Kindle is an Amazon product. So obviously they're going to push the Kindle the most, right? But they also have other options, which is insane. And what's funny is the only option that they had for Nook was refurbished options, because it's a Barnes and Noble.
Oh, their competition. They're not going to really advertise much of that.
Crazy. Yeah.
Makes sense.
This is such a big topic that I didn't even realize until about an hour and a half ago when I started this research. Yeah, so this is a very basic research. So if I say something wrong, don't judge me. Just let me know very kindly in the comments.
Maybe you can make fun of my pronunciation. Amazon so she can buy it and check it out.
All right, so let's start with flashbacks. What was your very first e-reader?
Well, since you mentioned them, I would have to say mine was a Leapfrog.
Really?
Yeah.
I always saw them, and I feel like I played on one before, but I also don't feel like it was mine. And also that young, I feel like it was something different than it is now.
Yeah.
It was more like...
They definitely weren't as advanced as they are now
right.
for the Leapfrog.
Right.
Mine was basically, if I'm remembering correctly, and I may not be, this is like 1999, guys. We're not even in the 2000s quite yet, and this was basically just a book, and I want to think it had a pen.
Yes,
you could tap the words, and it would tell you what they were.
Yes,
to read to you.
That's exactly what I remember.
Yeah.
So that was a very rudimentary, very basic technology form of that time,
right.
But it's developed into like an actual like tablet type.
Yeah, they're full on like tablets, iPads.
Yeah, without all the iPad stuff.
No, but there are some games and things on there that are like
learning games.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Like they do learning games and stuff now with them.
That's fancy.
Which they have all kinds of new things.
Oh yeah.
Mine was just Franklin the turtle.
Franklin the turtle.
I loved him.
How did I forget about Franklin? I loved Franklin. That and sweet. Rainbow Fish.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I remember another frog one that was on the Leapfrog, but I can't fully remember. And then, of course, there was Frog and Toad.
Obviously.
Yeah, but it was different than that. Maybe somebody can remember. Maybe it was like a Leapfrog specific.
Maybe.
Frog
that
story.
Could have been it.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I remember it being like lime green, which made perfect sense.
Because the Leapfrog was
the frog.
And frogs are green.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Like, think of a frog, you think green. You know? So, yeah. So, very first one was that. So, what about like your next one? Like, next level up? Because for me, it was a while in between the Leapfrog and the next one that I got.
My next e-reader was this phone.
Really?
Oh, well, I can't show that, but this very busted phone. If you can't
oh my
tell,
gosh, dude, that's gotten
the whole casings come off from around it. I can't even put cards in it anymore
because they're just gonna fall out. Yeah. My gosh, how did you bust it up? Isn't that an OtterBox?
This one's not.
Okay,
This was like a vanity one I got.
Okay.
Semi-protected.
Good Lord.
Hey, it's done its job. My phone doesn't look like this.
Yeah. At least it's the case that looks like that and not the phone.
So it's good that I've held on to this for as long as I have. This was my very first adult e-reader after the Leapfrog. And it's my cell phone that I got 5 years ago in 2020. After I smashed several phones in a row, one of which being on Hannah's fireplace.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, I'm really bad at taking care of technology.
Very bad.
Yeah. So the Kindle app was my first one, and it was just whatever came free with Kindle at that time, or occasionally I had an Audible, so occasionally they would do like a deal if you got a book. There would be like a Kindle version of it they'd let you have, and I would read like one of those every like 6 years. No, I'm just kidding. But it was very
it was very far in between.
Far in between.
Right. Because that's the thing with e-readers is they take getting used to, especially for somebody who is a diehard physical book girly. Like, it took me forever to get into e-reader. I actually got for Christmas, I don't know if it was the year that it came out or the year after, the very first edition Nook.
Oh, wow.
Christmas. Yes. It was either, and I cannot remember, and I'm so sorry. It was either my mom or my aunt that got it for me. My aunt would always get me, she was the one that got me every new edition of Junie B. Jones. She's the one that got me periodically got me Magic Treehouse books. Like, every birthday, every Christmas, I could rely on her to get me a book, right? So, and that's why I feel like it might have been Aunt Sherry. But I also don't want to insult Mom if it was Mom. If it was,
like I was little, I don't remember. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I mean, this was all the way back. I did the research. It came out in 2009.
Oh, so you were in 8th grade.
It was either 2009 or 2010. I would have been in.
You were barely high school if you were. You were like 8th or 9th grade.
Yeah. It was late middle school, early high school.
Yeah, exactly. Dating ourselves there, though.
I've slept quite a bit since then. I can't remember fully. I've gotten so many presents. I mean, people are just so good to me. But yes, so the deal with the first edition Nook was that it was a white border, like how this is black. The border was white. The device itself was white on the back. It had the grayscale screen up top, and then it had a colored touch screen down at the bottom.
Ooh.
For like navigating and
fancy.
Stuff. Yes. Very fancy. And I was like, oh my God. It was like the coolest thing. But it was so hard for me to get into reading on a device as opposed to, here I was, late 8th grade, early high school. Like, I've been reading for the majority of my life at that point, physical books. What do you expect me to do? Like, just immediately flip over?
Yeah.
That wasn't how it worked. And
also, our parents drilled into us, staring at those screens for too long is going to ruin your eyes.
Yes.
So you're like, should I? I kind of feel like I shouldn't be looking at this that long.
Yes. That was part of it as well.
But then they would also tell us to turn off the screens and go pick up a book. And you're like, I'm torn. It's both.
Right. What do I do?
Yeah.
What do I do? It's just a screen that's a book. But it had the ability to get onto the internet and stuff, but it was very slow because it wasn't made for that. It wasn't made to be quick. Like, even the Kindles now, trying to get onto the internet or anything else, like, it takes a while. Even page turns take a while. Like, it's just not made for that kind of animation and stuff, which is perfectly fine. But yeah, that was my very first one. And also at that time, it was so, in my mind, because I hadn't dealt with it, it was so difficult to get books downloaded on there.
Probably because of the slow speed as well.
Probably for the slow speed as well. And also it felt like no books that I wanted to read were even available for download at that time. I might just not have known where to look. I'm admitting I might have been just illiterate with technology.
It was the first.
It was the first.
Everyone's a little rusty on the first one.
Exactly. So I genuinely don't know what happened to it. I can't tell you if it got put in a yard sale. I can't tell you if it got stuck in the trash. I can't tell you if Mom and Dad still have it somewhere upstairs. I really do not know.
This is going to come out and Sarah's going to text you and be like, it's been in my room this whole time.
She's welcome to it. I mean,
I don't know. Thank God, I finally know where it went.
Yeah. And at this point, I'm just curious. What kind of money am I going to get off of it? Absolutely nothing at this point. We're almost to the point where it could go into a museum. Like, but not
I wouldn't
quite.
be shocked.
Maybe once it does get to that age, I'll be like, okay, hand it over.
I've got a Smithsonian to speak to.
But then also, I'm like, you know what? You have a baby, put all that money toward baby.
Oh.
But don't be expecting any Christmas gifts.
that was it.
Yeah. So I don't know what happened to it, but I ended up like, it was very short amount of time, and then I just stopped using it.
Yeah.
So the next one didn't come up until it would have been junior year of high school. I got and here's the thing that confused me, because I thought I was getting an e-reader. I was actually getting a tablet, a Kindle tablet,
A Kindle Fire.
a Kindle Fire.
I also...
Yes.
We kind of did something similar with that.
Where I thought I was getting a colored tablet or a colored Kindle. I was like, look, it's got all these colors.
Yeah.
And it had the app on it, and I was able to read on it. That's when I got way more comfortable with e-reading.
Yeah. I have to say, I think I did lie then, because I got my Kindle Fire in 2019, like a year before my phone.
Oh.
And my husband wanted it, and I was like, oh yeah, it's those e-readers that do the internet too.
Yes.
That was my understanding of what a Kindle Fire was.
Mine
for some
too.
reason.
Mine too.
Yeah, but it just had the app on it, and I was like, this is exhausting to try to read on, because the screen is a normal, like a phone screen, and that eats my eyes. Oh my gosh, it gives me migraines.
I get blurry.
Yeah.
Like, for no reason whatsoever, it feels like.
I can only read it like half the time that I could have read an actual book.
Exactly. Yeah. No, the exact same thing.
I feel like they had to have been marketed that way at one point for so many people to have that misconception that they're just books. But like, you can do books.
Yes.
But it's not.
But it's more
not books.
Right. It's way more than I ever explored on it, because I just used it for books mainly.
Ours ended up just sitting there until my son was born, and now he's 2. And I decided it was time that he had something that he could watch of his own occasionally. And I was like, man, I should get him a tablet or an iPad. Oh, wait. Let me just pull one out of here and let me buy a case for it. Now you can use this once in a while to watch a little episode of something.
Right.
Like a long road trip or something.
Right,
so it's come in handy.
But. Oh, yeah. I've kept mine. So, actually, I've got a funny story with the first one, because it was actually like the bigger screen. And listen, I did so good with it. I was so nervous that I was going to like drop it and stuff. Like, I got a good case for it. And, you know, I did really well. I was very proud of myself. I took it to Germany with me. Whenever I went to Germany for those God, what was that? 3 weeks?
I think you said it was 3 weeks.
2 weeks in Germany, 2 weeks in Berlin, 3 days in Hamburg, 3 days in Iceland. But anyway, so it was all over the world, right?
Yeah. We
get back home, and I'm riding back from the airport with another family of a kid who had gone. And they had one of those center consoles. And I didn't want anybody to, look into the car and take my Kindle Fire. Because that was another thing that'd been drilled in me, was don't leave anything valuable to where people could see inside the car, right? So I put that center console down just to cover it up, right? It fit perfectly underneath there. I was like,
too perfectly, I'm guessing.
Look at me. I was so proud of myself. We get back, and I pull the center console up. It had slid a little bit back where the center console should have been. And so whenever I pulled it up, it cracked. 3 weeks overseas, and nothing happened to it. And then I get home.
The time I was really, when you said it was in the center console, I just assumed you were just going to leave it there and forgotten about it because it fit so perfectly.
No, I cracked that sucker. It was like 2 giant cracks in the middle of the screen. And because it was that big tablet, you know, it was easy to crack. And I was like, Mom and Dad are gonna kill me.
And you're looking at them like, I swear this happened on my way here. I did not break it 3 weeks ago. But just now I'm telling you.
Because they literally told me, they were like, are you sure you want to take that? Because it's Germany. Like, there's a big chance of something going wrong with it. Are you sure you want to take it? I was like, I'll take care of it. I'll be fine. And that's why I was so proud of myself when we made it back to the States and everything was fine.
You made it Almost.
We were literally 45 minutes from home. If that. Yeah.
Oh, that's just painful to know.
I walked in, I was already crying because I had missed mom and dad, obviously. But I was already crying, and then I was like, "It's a book and tablet," but I swear it wasn't in there. It was just a few minutes ago, and they were like, "Hannah, it's okay, just come here. Like, we missed you."
It was your tablet. We were more worried about you being upset, but
we were much more worried about you than the tablet.
Yeah. Did you come back with any cracks in you?
So in all honesty, it's probably a good thing that I kind of led with that, because they didn't even have a chance to, like, it was just Hannah was home. Oh, she broke her tablet. Hannah's home. Like, yeah. But then I ended up getting the smaller version and the HD version.
Oh, okay.
It's the HD, just a smaller screen. I used it for a time, and then, like, it started getting so bogged down that it was almost unusable.
Oh,
like, I'd go a few pages, and then it would boot me.
Oh, yeah. I would probably chuck it across the room.
Right. Yeah. So it was one of those, I set it down for a time and just used my phone.
Yeah.
Until my husband played Santa Claus last year.
Boop, boop.
And bought me this Kindle Scribe. So let's get into the Kindles a little bit, because there's a few different styles that I wanted to talk about. You've got do you have the Paperwhite or the regular?
I think this is just the regular. I think the Paperwhite's thinner.
Okay, that's the one that Allie's got, right? Is the Paperwhite?
Maybe.
I think that might be right, because I remember us talking about how we each had different.
Yeah, we all have a different one.
Yes, and the big ones for Kindle are the regular, the Paperwhite, the Scribe, and now the Colorsoft.
Does she have the Colorsoft?
No.
Oh, now Colorsoft is new.
Colorsoft is new.
Yeah.
So we're going to go over those different things, because we're going to talk about prices and stuff. And I'm going to give you things to compare them to.
I have the best price of all. Free.
Hand me down. I love it.
Shout out. Victoria, what kind of Kindle is this? Drop it in the comments below. Since you purchased it and I did not, thank you.
Right. You don't really know which one it is. But either way, you and Allie each have one of them.
One or the other. One or the other.
All right. So the big thing with Kindle is they all also have audiobook mode. I don't know if you knew that.
No?
Yes. So, and that's one thing that I noticed, and it might be newer editions.
Maybe. I don't know how old this is.
I don't know how old. When did you get it?
I got it last year.
Okay.
Victoria, I do not know.
Right.
Got it.
So it might be that it doesn't have that capability. But you've got Audible, right? So one thing with mine is I know that the Audible is linked to it as well, and has the capability, like, I could pair headphones to this and listen from here if I wanted to. Now I never.
No, that is not an option here, as there is no headphone jack.
Oh no, I'm talking about Bluetooth headphones. Nothing is headphone jacked anymore. What are you talking about? You have to buy a specific.
Is this thing even like? Is it young enough to know what Bluetooth is? Let me hold for a minute. Yeah, it does.
And yeah. Just because it doesn't have color doesn't mean that it's, too old to know what, or too young to know what.
I love
too old. Too old to know what Bluetooth is.
It's fine. You have my Taylor Swift stickers, and that's all that matters.
Yes, exactly. So yeah, that was something I discovered in my research as well. So that might be something worth checking out, because I know that I've seen my Audible books on here as well in my library. They just come up, and I've never tried it because I don't really have a need to. Usually it's connected to my car through my phone and everything. But if something were to, like, going on a road trip or going on a plane ride or something, long plane ride, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I still got my phone. Anyway,
right.
There's options, though. There's options. So, yes, wanted to get that out of the way. Okay, so the most basic Kindle, or like the basic Kindle, it claims to be the most compact out of all of them. It's like 5 inches by 7 or something like that. that might be it. Let me see.
Yeah.
We have done a measurement, and Casey's Kindle is around the 7-inch mark.
Yeah.
So that gives me pretty good confidence that that one's going to be the basic one.
Is it? Okay. I was about to say, isn't the Paperwhite like thinner?
Yes.
Yeah.
The Paperwhite is thinner. And this one, the newest versions, have this beautiful matcha color. Oh, it's gorgeous. It's this beautiful green. I mean, think matcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's amazing. It's beautiful. So that one right now is $110. So what I've got to compare that to is the newest Nook, which is the Nook Glow Light 4. It, however, is $120. Yeah, so it's a little bit more than what a Kindle is. Yeah. But it's functionally about the same, from what I can tell. Again, hour and a half of research. That's about it.
Now, I've never used like a Nook or anything before. Obviously, Kindle has its own app that's Kindle. Does Nook have its own app like Nook, I guess?
So I think there is some kind of store with it. I don't know how those prices compare to Kindle prices.
Yeah. But it does have its own store and all that.
Yes, because it's through Barnes and Noble. So it would be Barnes and Noble books.
That's, okay. Good.
And
I was hoping.
I'm sure they would have some kind of deals and stuff. Like, I'm sure they keep you up to date on bestsellers and like their.
Yeah.
Allie just read one not too long ago that was a Barnes and Noble bestseller. I'm sure stuff like that is easier to find on there. That's probably going to be what's most prominent.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing with some of these is I don't know how, if you can convert your Kindle, like download your Kindle books to be able to put on.
I think Kindle did something new that you couldn't download them anymore.
It's entirely possible. I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah.
However,
I feel like I saw drama. Anyways,
it's about the same amount of drama as iPhones and Androids and how they have been, with phone pictures and stuff, videos, and Apple likes to pretend, oh look, that's bad quality. No. It's Apple's fault.
Yeah, they
Just
were
so we're clear,
it.
It's Apple's fault. They have said it's their fault, so don't at me. Okay, so another one that is Kindle is the Paperwhite. That one claims to be their fastest Kindle ever.
Oh, I didn't know that.
The swipes are supposed to be a little more crisp. It's supposed to load a little bit quicker. Because, we talked about it, the little bit of delay that you get from the Kindle. So the basic one of the Paperwhite is $160. There's a signature edition of it that has wireless charging.
Oh, that would come in handy.
Yes. But it's an extra $40.
But it's wireless charging.
$40 for wireless charging and maybe some color options.
That depends, how bad do I need a different charger?
That is true. I think everything, like this one, is a Type-C charger. Basically, everything's going to the Type-C charger now.
Yeah, so is mine. I can just use the one.
Yeah, which is very nice.
But if it was wireless, it would come in handy because the one would be taken.
Yeah.
At night if I needed it.
That is true.
I guess the outlet would still be taken, though, because I would
have to plug in
Yeah.
You'd have to plug in the wireless charger.
Glad I didn't find this out holding the $40 extra.
But I mean, I do feel like they make stands now. I know I've at least seen them with like Apple products where it's multiple charging stations on one dock.
Yes. Have you seen the one where it's like a dook? You can put it up there so your phone like looks at you
and it tilts. Yes.
Yeah.
And then it's also got a watch thing, and then there's some that have the new the AirPods. They have a section for a docking station, and it's all one docking station. So if you invested in something like that, that is also, all wireless charging. It's wireless charging. Yeah. So, you can just
you can do all of your items on one thing.
There you go. Mm-hmm.
See, okay,
But
if
that's
you
probably
already
another
have,
$70.
yeah, but if you're already someone who already has the wireless charging phone, wireless charging watch, headphones, you might as well go ahead and get the Kindle. That way it can sit up there with it.
There you go. So the one that's actually the Nook is kind of comparable to that one. Okay, so let's go on to the Scribe, because that's the one I've got. I've got the first generation one, which was about $350. Yes.
You read so much, it's so worth it for you.
Well, that, and I take so many notes. Like, this is my notebook. My work stuff's in here. Any notes that I need to take for work.
Really? For work, too?
Mm-hmm. Because they're secure.
I'd never have thought about that.
Yeah. That's one of the things that me and Michelle talked about was, you know, whenever we first started our jobs, Post-it notes just everywhere. Like, I had to go through so many Post-it notes and figure out what was, like, something needed to be kept and something not. Now I can just put it on here and it's organized for me. It's in its own little folder. I've literally called it Post-its. Like, Post-its. Anything that I would put on a Post-it is now in here. It's got different notebook presets that is, I mean, this one is just like a piece of notebook paper. I've got a checklist. I've got a personal planner, a monthly planner, a daily planner, a weekly planner. Like,
I love a good planner.
Yes, exactly.
I'm almost sold on one now.
Exactly. I'm telling you, it is awesome. I am so glad that Matthew got this for me. Like, love it. Now, Michelle's got the newest version, and it is $400. And actually, she's got the metallic jade color. Oh, it's beautiful. It's like this blue green. Oh, it's gorgeous. Yeah, look it up. It is so pretty. The only problem with that is, okay, so the typical storage on here, I've got 16 gigabytes on here. Oh. To get the matcha jade, you have to go up to the 64 gigabyte one. So that turns it into $450.
Gotcha.
So if you get the titanium one, or the gray one, then it's $400. But to get the colored one, then you're looking at $450.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at it now.
And
tungsten's the other color.
Yes. So one of the things that I noticed with the newer one, it looks like a lot of things are the same between mine and Michelle's, but probably the coolest thing on hers is that the pen actually has an eraser on the end. So instead of, because right now, when I write, if I want to erase, I have to click on the erase button, right? She just has to turn her pen around, and it's literally erasing for her. It's an eraser. That's crazy.
Really cool, too.
Yeah, I don't know how the technology works, but it senses that it's the eraser instead of the pen itself. Yeah. And erases instead. It's crazy. Amazing. Yeah. Is it worth $50 extra? Not right now.
Not for me.
Maybe once it comes down a little bit. But not right now. All right. And then what's comparable for that one is the MuSnap. MuSnap?
MuSnap sounds nicer.
MuSnap.
The MuSnap.
Well, that's the one you said sounded like Mucinex.
It does, but these are my choices. I'm working with them.
Yes. So this one, no. It's not that one. It is the Geniatech.
Oh.
So this one, on top of having all the same features as the Kindle Scribe, it also has a voice recorder, and it translates it into text. It also has handwriting transition capabilities to where it'll convert it into text.
Oh, okay. That's nice.
It'll recognize your handwriting. Mm-hmm. Which I think this one does a version, but it's like a basic version and has a lot of glitches and stuff. But this one is like, I certainly haven't found the voice recorder on the Scribe. Because that would be pretty nice. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
But it's also got screencasting capabilities. So remember when we were doing Pictionary?
That would have been
been fantastic.
Yeah.
So that one, and on top of that, it's got a 40-hour runtime, which is comparable to this as well. Yeah. It's only $300. So even cheaper than the most basic Scribe. Again, disclaimer, don't know what it's like to get your Kindle books transitioned over there. If somebody wanted to sponsor us and let us test it out, I would be able to let people know if it's super easy. Just saying.
Just a casual plug.
Yeah, I'm just saying. So there is also an AP pen. Nope. AT pen. It might be P. I can't read my own handwriting. It's something. I'll put it up here once I figure out what it is exactly.
It's flashing now.
But it's basically the color version of the Scribe.
Yeah.
So you get color as well. So like the notes and stuff, the highlights were certain colors and stuff. It had a picture of a diagram from like a textbook and stuff, and it was in full color. So kind of a mixture between the Scribe being able to make notes on it and the Colorsoft, which has the color.
That'd be great if you're in college.
Yes, that's exactly what I thought.
Yeah.
Great for a college student. And it was only $360. So only $10 more than
cheaper than some laptops too.
Yes, this is true. Yeah. And I can tell you from experience that textbooks are so much cheaper when you go with electronic versions.
Yeah.
Holy cow. That was the only way that I got textbooks in college.
Really?
If there was an ebook available for it, I got that instead because it was so much cheaper. There were a couple times where it wasn't available for the classes that I was taking, but a lot of them it was.
I think I only spent like $200 over the course of 5 years on textbooks for school. Nice. I used the library most of the time. The library, if you go in there, you can't leave with it. But you can sit there and study. And I was like, if I left with it, I wasn't going to study anyways. So you've locked me in here and forced me to read the text. That sounds good.
My problem was I was so convinced that I was going to be a good student and actually do the work at home. No, I'm not a good student. I know that for a fact. No. That's never been a question on
my freshman year of college. I realized I actually was just good at things up to a high school level and had absolutely no study skills whatsoever.
I had none.
I did not a single one. I was looking at books just like, these are words and those are pages. I don't know what's happening.
I found out very quickly I have it's not a great, I'm not the best at it, but I do have the slight capability of being able to pull a lot of things out of my butt.
Same.
Just completely BS half of it, at least. And
I just needed to know just enough to make you believe me.
Yeah. As long as I can convince you that I know what I'm talking about, I don't have to actually know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Hence the podcast.
Unfortunately, that took me way too long to register what you said. She knows what she's doing. She's doing great. So I'm convinced. Unfortunately, you hit college and professors actually know the content.
Yeah.
To its entirety for the most part.
But at the same time, I had a lot that were completely understanding of BSing. And they were like, okay, you obviously tried.
Here's a B.
Yeah. Here's a C.
Or redo it.
I was not, top of the class, but I was right there in the middle.
Yeah.
I was graduating. That's what mattered.
Yeah, no. My freshman year, I struggled. I don't know if I've ever said this. I'm a preacher's kid. And I nearly flunked Old Testament because I went to a religious college the first round. How bad do you have to be that the book you have had to read your entire life you don't know well enough to take a single test on? New Testament, I got you. I aced that. Old Testament, we were scraping by with that C.
Oh gosh!
Oh my gosh!
But Lamentations is just.
It was the judges that got me. We had to memorize all the judges at one point, and I was like,
"My gosh,
you get 3, lady. That's all I can give you."
Law, that's crazy.
I know,
but I would probably be in the same boat, and I'm a Deacon's kid, so I mean,
you'd have been with the other Deacon's kid that was in the class with me who had note cards, and I was like, "Nah, man, I've read the book. I'm good." And she's like,
"Know me?
Are you sure?"
You
would have Post-it notes at least.
They'd be so scattered, but I'd have Post-it
I don't know
notes.
which judge did what.
I wouldn't be able to find them. I'd stick them somewhere and not know and not be organized about it, but I would have them.
They're there somewhere in my bag.
Type B all the way.
I try. I saw somebody say they were A.5, and I was like, that's what I am. I am type A. And then I lose all those plans that I just made.
And immediately turn type B.
Yep. Now we're flying by the seat of our pants. So sorry.
BSing the rest of it.
There was a plan, though.
Yes. Yeah. I had good intentions. It's the thought that counts, everybody said.
And everything else in my life is organized. Just not the important parts.
Just not the important parts.
Yeah.
Everything that is not important is so well organized.
Color coordinated and everything.
Look at that yarn shelf. That is color coordination to it, the max. Like colors of the rainbow. Like but important stuff.
You're going to have to show a picture.
I'm going to.
You're like, yarn?
Don't judge me.
Stuff.
When you see this, don't judge me.
A.5.
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 All right, back on track now.
Sorry.
No, I think I did that. Okay, so let's talk about the Kindle Colorsoft because it is the most recent Kindle, right? So the whole thing with this one is that it's got color to it that the regular Kindles do not. We've talked about this slightly before. I don't feel like I'm missing anything not having the color.
No, and like we just said with the other one, if I was doing textbooks in college, yeah, I would care.
It would make sense.
But right now, as just an average everyday reading thing,
right?
No.
Because how many books that we read have any color to them?
Or children's books. Children's books would matter.
Yes.
If it had color.
For sure. But how many Kindle books or children's books are you getting on your Kindle?
Exactly.
Right?
You would have to buy it as a mom with full intention of using it as both you and the child.
I could see potentially.
And I don't know if I'd want my kid to touch it.
Right, exactly.
Because how expensive
they might break it.
Exactly.
They might break it.
You have to hand them things with the idea that it will not be returned to you the way you left it.
So the Colorsoft, just the basic one, is $250.
That's a little more manageable, but I would still like it to come back in one piece.
Exactly. I don't know if I would. I don't know. Mm-hmm. I don't know. But and I can tell you, if I want color, I just pull up my Kindle app on my phone.
That's also true.
It's just I would
hand a kid my phone far more likely than I would hand them something specifically designed for reading.
Exactly, because I mean,
unless I don't want them to wander.
Well, that's another thing. That is the perk of having the Kindle is you can't wander. You don't get those notifications. You get a
kindergartner or a first grader.
They somehow know how to get to the internet.
Yeah.
How did they figure that out?
They also could read well enough to get books on it, I guess, and use the children's books. Mm-hmm.
But
I'm almost sold. As a 5 or 6 year old.
Right.
With a case, a big puffy case.
Yes.
And a screen protector.
Something that's not going to break.
No, exactly. This case is doing its job. And a majority of phone cases I've ever had have looked like that by the end of it.
You're just hard on phones. That's all.
I am. It's true.
But yeah, so that's one thing that we didn't talk about with Kindle too, is the biggest perk is that you don't get the notifications. It's not an easy swipe to you see the Snapchat notification come down, you click on the Snapchat, and then suddenly you're away from reading.
I can't accidentally be on TikTok for 2.5 hours.
Right. I can't be doom scrolling on my Kindle.
Can't get to it.
Exactly.
I can move my phone out of reach.
Yes.
And then I can still read.
I turn it on vibrate. I turn it upside down. So I don't even see the screen light up.
Right, exactly.
So, I mean, in that instance, yes, you could use your phone in place of a Colorsoft, but then you're looking at getting those notifications and getting distracted easier.
Or having to remember to put your phone on airplane mode.
That too.
And I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go play Candy Crush at one point.
It's just going to happen. Yeah. What do you expect?
I have short attention spans as a product of this generation.
Yes. We are part of the generation with short attention spans.
We are.
It happens. Is there ways to fix it? Yes. Am I going to do them? No.
Probably not. No.
So I just don't see the justification for paying, what is that, $140 more than a regular Kindle
to get color.
Now,
does
obviously,
it do anything else? Or is it just
not
color?
From what I can tell.
Yeah.
It is just, now they have the signature edition on this one as well. That has a couple colors to it. That I don't know if that's available with the regular one, and also the wireless charging. That one is $280. So it's still more. Like and I know my Kindle was more than that, but it's because of all the notes that I take. It's because of that added, I can write on here as well.
Yeah.
It's the extra part of it. If I just had a basic Kindle, I wouldn't be able to justify paying $140 more just for color.
Yeah, no.
If that's you, not knocking it.
I know it's definitely cool.
Yeah. I'm not
it
denying
just
that.
Be the one thing that I would spend it on.
Right. Oh, and another thing that it would be good for is anybody who reads manga.
Yeah, my husband would love that.
Yes, because it's got
manga.
The color. Yeah. Yes. Every time. Anybody who reads manga. We're in the South. Leave us alone.
You read them mangoes.
But the manga books would be because I can tell you there is a manga version of the Infernal Devices Clockwork Angel.
That really?
Yes, and it's black and white.
I convince my husband to read that.
No, listen, that's the main reason I bought it, was to try to convince Matthew, because I mean it does miss some of the story, just to let you know. Like, it doesn't go as in depth, but the story is told. Yeah, just a little bit.
You could talk about it still, though.
If you want to take it and see if you can convince him, go for it.
He likes to read digitally. If I can get him to I could.
I think they're on Kindle Unlimited.
Oh my god!
I'm just saying.
Take this off airplane mode. You're still
on airplane mode. Oh my god!
I have not picked up to read another book. I think I burnt myself out on
e-reading.
What are these things called when people write about themselves?
Oh, memoirs.
Yeah, memoirs. I think I burnt myself out on them. I did one in January, one in February, and then I was like, third one. And I was like,
never mind.
Why did you choose something so serious, too?
Right.
I should have stuck with something more fun if I was going to do another memoir.
Dinner for Vampires.
Maybe.
I'm telling you.
Maybe.
I'm surprised Allie didn't like that one more. But anyways,
off track. Sorry.
So that's another. That would be another good way to justify the Colorsoft, is if you read a lot of manga.
Yeah.
I don't. Now,
not me.
Another thing to keep in mind with the Colorsoft, dark mode is not currently available.
Oh.
Because of the color. You just have to turn the brightness down. So even on a regular page, a regular black and white page, there's no inverted dark mode.
Oh. I like solely read in dark mode.
Oh yeah. On my phone, that is all I use, because it looks like a blank screen, so I can kind of tricks my mind more.
Yeah. I focus more on the words than I do the other way.
Yeah, but it's not available on the Colorsoft. Something to keep in mind. Okay, so something that's comparable to the Colorsoft is the MuseSnap. So it's got 40 hours of reading, 20 days on standby mode with the battery. And it's got the color. It has a green option that's similar to the matcha. Mm-hmm. It's only $190. So I mean that's still more than a basic Kindle, but you get the advantage of the color with that without having to dish out 240, was it?
No, what is standby mode? Is that just when it's locked?
Yeah.
And it has 20 days for that?
20 days.
I've got to say, I started this book in March. Mm-hmm. We're recording this in mid-September. I've only charged this thing once.
Nice.
To keep it. And it's at 80% right now.
That's sick.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah, it's been in standby
since March. Yeah. That's pretty sick. But
that's 6 months
at the same time,
mine lasts
is that
3
really
months.
Necessary?
No, I'm just saying. But you could if you're like me and need it for 90 days to be charged. This is pretty nice.
Like, it's one of those things, like, it's really cool, but also how often do you need it to last that long? When and also, if you were actively reading on it, it wouldn't last that long.
No, I was just meaning the standby mode.
Right. Yeah. But yeah, that's $60 less than the Colorsoft.
Yeah.
That's $90 less than the signature edition of the Colorsoft. And I'm pretty sure it's got wireless charging capabilities. Somebody tell me down below if I'm wrong. But tell me if I'm wrong about any of this, actually.
Actually.
Yeah.
Just go ahead and start it like that so we know you're about to correct something we said, because that's fine.
Yes. Perfectly fine. I can take it.
And we know Google is free. We just don't have time.
Yeah. I had an hour. Type 8.5.
8.5. She did research. She just did not plan time to do said research.
Yes. So, the one that the main reason I wanted to do this episode was because of being able to talk somebody into getting a Kindle Scribe. Okay. However, around that time, I also found the coolest e-reader I've ever seen. Oh, no. And I was so excited to talk about it because I might be convinced to get it in the future.
Oh.
It's on its first edition right now. Mm-hmm. Brand new product. And it's currently out of stock. So I wasn't even able to fully see the price because it was out of stock. Mm-hmm. But with the Google, it was $250.
Okay.
It's called a Sol. S-O-L.
Okay.
It's glasses. Yes. You put them on and all you see is the book. It has adjustable... the adjustable, so somebody who typically wears glasses wouldn't have to wear it. They just adjust the lens and you can get to your prescription. So Matthew wouldn't need his glasses.
I'm so speechless right now.
Yes. It's got a mode on there that's autopilot where it kind of helps teach you how to speed read because it like dims out the line at a certain speed that you can set. And so it goes down line by line, and you can, kind of how I personally have taught myself to be able to listen to books faster, and I'm almost exclusively at 2 times speed now.
Yeah.
It's one of those things you can increase the speed and just teach yourself to read faster.
Yeah, I'm like you. I'm between 1.75 and 2 on like everything. Yes. I may be the first chapter if I'm learning a new narrator. Mm-hmm. I'll do 1.25, but that's the minimum. And then once I got you, we're good.
Exactly. Once I'm locked in, I'm locked in.
Insane.
Yes. It's sick. It is sick. It's got a 25-hour battery. A 25-hour battery on these eyeglasses. It connects to your Kindle library or any other ebook. The only one that it doesn't connect to right now that it said was Kobo, which is another one of the e-readers.
Yeah.
Yes. That's the only books that it doesn't it doesn't, it's not compatible with right now.
I gotta see them.
They're amazing. They look like, okay, I'm not going to lie to you. They look like chunky sunglasses. You know, like the ones that older people wear whenever they're driving, the tinted ones that like cover the sides as well. Because I'm serious, it blocks out everything to where all you're seeing is the...
Okay, there might be a downside to that too. Is it kind of like you're almost wearing a blindfold?
Yes. You can't see anything except the screen. It is the most immersive e-reader I've ever seen.
Extremely immersive.
I mean, think about it, because...
and terrifying slightly.
Yeah. I mean, don't go like covering your ears too, because you're left vulnerable. But like I'm thinking of that morning after New Year's Eve, whenever we slept until like 12, and I got up and I was like, I never stay up till 3 o'clock in the morning, and so I was just laying there, and that's when I got the clicker. It comes with a remote too, so that's how you move the pages. Is the remote, which I use. I've got that little remote here for my Kindle too, and I remember being worried that afternoon. Not really worried, but like I was thinking I wouldn't be able to read because I'd be so tired just laying down and just clicking the remote. I would go to sleep. I was so immersed because I didn't have to move at all. Yeah. I can only imagine what this would be like, because all of the extra background would be completely gone.
It's like you're in the movie theaters.
It is just the movie theater.
I had to look it up. So here's some of the things I'm seeing. You can rest and read comfortably in bed with no extra light.
Yep.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
I know, like, the Kindle doesn't have a lot of light when it's on at night.
And it's got the glare free stuff too whenever you're outside.
So it's not like bad or anything, but none. What if you accidentally fall asleep with it on your face?
I think it's fine.
Does it keep scrolling?
No,
you have to click. Unless you fall asleep on the clicker.
You've got either option. You can either click or you can do the autopilot.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you just fall asleep.
You can ask it questions and get answers from AI.
Yes.
I so need that when I don't know a word.
Yes, exactly. Because that's another thing with Kindle is you can highlight a word and immediately pulls out the definition, Wikipedia, anything like that.
Which is nice. That's great.
Yes, that's great. But
I can just say it.
Yeah.
I could hear pronunciations.
Yes.
I'm almost sold.
I am too. I think that's going to be my next upgrade if I ever do in the future. But like I said, it's on its first edition, so I kind of want to see how this goes. It looks like great reviews so far. The fact that it's out of stock right now, every single color is out of stock.
Every color.
It's got the black, silver, gold, and rose gold, right?
Oh, I want black, silver, gold, and dark blue.
Oh, okay. I thought I saw a pink in there, but okay. Either way, I like the dark blue too. Yeah. But yeah, I'm telling you, dude. As soon as I saw that, I was like, "There's no way."
I'm getting on the get notified list right now. They come back in.
So, Soul, if you would like to sponsor us,
we'll do an entire podcast wearing them.
Literally an entire podcast. I will sit here and be like front facing the screen and just read for people off of those glasses. I will look. Can you imagine how insane that would look? That would look so insane.
We could tape googly eyes to them so that way people can just see her.
Googly eyes. Oh my god, I would love that actually. Right? That's so funny. The biggest ones we could find.
Yes,
that fit on those glasses.
Yeah, obviously.
So yeah, you can you use an app to get the books, connect to Kindle, upload other ebooks, the adjustable lenses. I mean, I am so stoked about this. This is like I didn't even think about that as a possibility. The idea is just genius.
Right?
Oh my gosh, it is such a cool concept. So Soul, if you want to sponsor us, we will gladly test those out for you and give you a full review of them.
Yes, please.
Begging you, actually. I would love that. All right, that was my big one. That was my big finale.
She did her big one, man, and it was good.
Spectacular. So
I've never nearly purchased something while recording this podcast before. Have you ever thought about going into sales?
I literally took a year of marketing.
Babe, you did 2 years as a sales rep.
3 years.
Was it 3?
It was 3.
Bless your heart. Bless your heart. That was
can't
long.
sell dry cleaning chemicals, but dang, can I sell an e-reader?
You can sell books, man.
All right, so drop a comment down below, and like I said at the beginning, there are so many e-readers that I know we haven't even scratched the surface of what's out there.
What's your favorite way to e-read? And did we mention it today, or have we just never heard of it before?
Yeah, I want to know.
There's a good chance we just forgot.
Also a possibility. Where did those Post-its go? I don't know.
Who knows?
But drop us a comment down below. What's your favorite? What's an off-brand one that you use? Something that some people might not know about, or some cool features, your favorite features. Just drop a comment. We want to keep the conversation going. That's the fun of it. That's the whole point of having the podcast.
We're here because we like to talk.
Yeah. So you might as well talk back to us. Not in the sassy way, but in like the conversation way.
Be kind.
All right, and if you don't want to comment here, come find us on social media. We are on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, The Unfinished TBR. We've got an email, theunfinishedtbr@gmail.com. We're on YouTube. We're on Spotify with brand new episodes every single Monday. We will see you next time. Love you. Bye.